fulfilling your mandate in the life of your husband if you are not helping him to fulfill his obligations, helping him to fulfill his roles, helping him to fulfill his agenda. A woman becomes fulfilled in the agenda of God as she helps the husband to fulfill his God-given vision. Are you hearing me this morning? That's a correct woman. Not a woman that is pursuing her own agenda at the expense of the agenda of the man. Not a woman that is pursuing a vision at the expense of the vision of the man. You are created to help the man fulfill his vision. Somebody is asking, does that mean I don't have a vision? Your vision is in the vision of your husband. Every correct woman, hear me. Your vision is in the vision of your husband. Your mission is in the mission of your husband. Your agenda is in the agenda of your husband. You are wrongly married if you don't have a space in the life of your husband. You are wrongly married. And that is running an agenda. You are running an agenda. To batini fọkànbalẹ̀ in the agenda of God for your husband. Hey! You have not found the correct. Just leave those instruments. Just give me the fan. So that I don't bring a disruption. You must find a vision in the vision of your husband. The right marriage is not a marriage that is running a parallel vision. When it comes to marriage, Eve did not exist in the agenda of God at the beginning. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Of course, you will have opportunity to ask a question. So hear me very well. In the agenda of marriage, Eve was not in the picture at the beginning. It was Adam that God created. It was Adam that God saw. It was Adam that God had a dealing with. God called Adam. He made Adam. He put Adam in the garden. He was fellowshipping with Adam. And then perhaps he came down one day and they saw the man who was lonely. And they saw the man who was, feeling lonely. Some of you are married, you are still lonely. The woman in your life has failed. You cannot be married, you should not be married and still be lonely and still be alone. Alone in the pursuit of your vision. Alone in the agenda of God for your life. Alone in the career. Alone in the business. Alone in the mandate of God for your life. Where is the wife? Where is the wife beside you? Is she a wife or a knife? Some wives are not wives, they are knives. All they know is to cut their husbands. You should not be married and still be alone and still be lonely. What God saw was a lonely Adam. And that was what necessitated an Eve. What God saw was an alone and a lonely Adam. Two combined. You can be alone and not be lonely. Hello? You can be alone and not be lonely. You can be alone and not be lonely. And you can be lonely in the midst of the crowd. Do you understand what I'm saying? If I'm alone, I may not be lonely. Chatting, discussing, doing some other things, enjoying myself in scriptures, writing, preparing notes. I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. So the two were seen in the life of Adam. Adam was alone and Adam was lonely. And then God felt, how can I solve this problem? The only way to solve the problem is to create a woman. A woman is a problem solver in the agenda of God. A woman is not supposed to be a liability. Those of you that are young or married here, hear me very well. You are not supposed to be a liability. Stop saying I will be married one day and I will see a man that will carry my load. You are to carry the load of the man. You are to help the man. You are to assist the man. You are to position yourself in such a way that the man fulfills his obligation. That's a woman that God created in the beginning. That's the beginning woman. Today a lot of women are jobless. You see a lot of women doing nothing. All they have is to, just prepare themselves for unnecessary frivolities. And you can't fulfill destiny with frivolities.